Happy Friday, coming off a nice winning day, and we have a 9-game slate. Let's talk some basketball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're back to talk some more basketball. We got a 9-game slate. Hope everyone had a great Halloween. We had a winning day, nice little bounce back 2-in-1 day. We will go over that in the bets recap in just a little bit. Two quick reminders: the NFL best bets video that we usually release late Thursday night, it's going to be out sometime Friday morning our time. We just didn't have time to do 2 videos tonight, so just to let you know, it is coming very shortly. NFL player props video will still be out on Friday night. I actually just released a player prop already because there's one I absolutely loved, so I dropped it in the Discord and dropped it on Twitter X as well, so go check that out. But before we get started, you guys all know about OUTLIER. We are partnered with the best player prop tool on the market. Not even a question to me. I would be using this whether we're partnered or not. Any graphics you see in this video and in future videos are from OUTLIER. Click the link below. You get a 7-day free trial. So let's get into it. And that means it's time for a dad joke. So here we go. I hate my job. All I do is crush cans all day. It's so depressing. That's pretty bad. Anyways, in this video, we're going to recap yesterday. Nice 2-in-1 day. Then we'll go over our best bets. I don't have any research help for you guys tonight. Again, just a busy night with the kiddos and Halloween and everything. And then we'll finish it with the bets recap. So hit that like button. Leave a comment below if you have any time at all. It helps this algorithm. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as we are on our way to 31,000 subscribers. All right, let's get into it. And it starts with the recap. All right, there it is, the 2-in-1 day. This first bet, my goodness, I have never seen a line move so much. It opened around 232.5. I gave it to you guys last night at 229.5, and then by the early morning, it was 225. I think it got down to close to 220. It was absolutely insane. Someone in the sports book is getting fired for dropping a line at 232. It didn't matter which line you got it still went under. These offenses are absolutely horrendous. That was a nice, easy winner. James Harden over 28.5 points plus rebounds. It was a winner, but it was absolutely stressful, and it shouldn't have been. He had 21 points plus rebounds at halftime, 23 after the 3 quarters, 23 halfway through the 4th quarter, obviously, because he didn't play the first part of it, and then he finally got going, hit a 2, hit a 3, and got a rebound, clutched up. I saw him at 29, and then I stopped. I don't even know what happened, but I know he went over. And then Luka. Well, I guess it's not time to tell Luka yet. He is absolutely horrendous right now shooting the ball. It just is what it is. I wanted to take us to over 29.5 points. At least, he didn't hit that as well, because I would have been mad if he scored 30 but didn't get the assist, because he didn't get many dimes either. Either way, it's not Luka's time right now. So that was a loss. Bad read on my part. 2-in-1 day. 8-4 still in the under trackers. We did not have an under. Those are player prop unders, by the way. And then there's the breakdown of all the bets. There's the overall record as we hover right around even still. So that's the bets recap. And now it's time for the best bets. All right, this first one takes us out to the land of the tiny beverages. Minnesota Timberwolves hosting the Denver Chicken Nuggets. T-Wolves -4. Total in this game is 220. I'm taking a spread. Give me the T-Wolves -4, -110 on FanDuel. This is a half unit play. Here's the deal. And if you disagree with me, then obviously do not tail this one. But to me, the Nuggets are just getting too much respect. That's what this is about. They are already 0-4 against the spread. And if you've watched them, it has not been pretty. They are 2-2 to start the season. Let me tell you about their 2 wins. How about an overtime win against the Raptors? And then how about an overtime win against the Brooklyn Nets? Yuck. That is absolute yuck. 2 losses were by 5 to the Clippers and 15 to the Thunder. Jokic has had to carry the load more than normal. I mean, everything relies on Jokic right now. Jamal Murray has started out inconsistent and just not good since he's honestly kind of picking up where he left off in the Olympics. And then they lack shooters around him. They just have some streaky shooters. Michael Porter shooting 29% from deep. But the biggest problem they have, and it's the reason why I didn't think they were a serious contender this year for a championship, is their absolute lack of depth. They have been losing guys every single offseason, and it's starting to pay. It's starting to show, honestly, already. Aaron Gordon also is questionable to play with a knee injury. Just another guy they absolutely need, but they're not getting much of out of the bench right now. Only 8 guys are even averaging over 10 minutes played on this team. The second unit, when they come in, they're just getting killed. On top of that, they've always been a good team at home. We know that. In the altitude and everything, they were the 6th worst road against the spread team in the NBA last season at 20-25-1. Even in their championship year when they won the title, they were the best team in the NBA. 2 years ago, they were still just average 14th against the spread on the road at 50%, and now they are not a team that's as talented as the last 2 years, in my opinion. They're taking on a T-Wolves team. Yes, we bet them on opening night, and they let us down, but we're going to give them another chance. So they already took care of the Nuggets in the playoffs last season. We know they can do it. They're still working on gelling, obviously, with the new pieces and everything, but they have so much more depth. It's not even funny. And Minnesota has three guys who can kind of take over scoring sometimes, as opposed to the Nuggets, which it's pretty much is Jokic right now. Jamal Murray doesn't impress me. Ant, Naz Reid, and Julius Randle, though, are three guys who can really get hot and score quite a bit for them. DiVincenzo hasn't even got going yet. And when he starts to get going, they're going to be even better offensively. Obviously, he's only shooting 26% from deep right now. Shot 40% last season. He has been a shooter his whole entire career. We know he will improve on that part of it. So, whether he gets it going this game or not, I don't know. Just something I wanted to point out. But I think Anthony Edwards is going to attack the rim and do whatever he wants. I mean, we saw in the research help we gave out in the last couple of days, the Nuggets are dead last giving up points in the paint. I mean, they have no rim protector. They just literally let you in, and whatever you want to do to finish, you can. And that's what Anthony Edwards is very good at doing, is attacking the rim. So I think the Nuggets are just getting too much respect because of their team name, because of what they've been the last 2 years. At least as of right now, this part of the season, I am not liking at all what I'm seeing from the Nuggets. They need a huge game from Jokic every single time to compete, and that's been true even against the terrible teams, the Raptors and the Brooklyn Nets. So give me the T-Wolves at home -4 as my first best bet. All right, this second one takes us out to Detroit, Michigan, where the Pistons host the New York Knickerbockers. Knicks -6.5. Total in this one is 217.5. Real quick, Cat is questionable in this game with his sprained wrist, so just want to let you know, if I had to pick a side, if Cat is out, I do kind of like the Pistons +6.5, to be honest. But my best bet in this game, it's a player prop. It's our first threes made prop of the season. Give me Jaden Ivey over 1.5 threes at -120 on BetMGM. Again, another half unit play. I just love this one today. I honestly, it was him, or not him. It was either this one or over 16.5 points. It's a really tough call. I think both go over, but this is somewhat the same read as Tyler Hero a couple days ago. Like we talked about, we had his over 17.5 points. He ended with 34 because the Knicks play drop coverage. They go under screens. There's lots of three ball opportunities. And obviously, you saw it with Tyler Hero. He took 13 three balls that game, knocked down a ton of them. And I think Jaden Ivey's going to get some looks here, too. I'm not saying he's going to shoot 13 threes, but again, we only need two made threes here. This Knicks team want to protect the paint, and they allow three-pointers. You also saw it on opening night when the Celtics went absolutely bonkers on them from deep. But Jaden Ivey, now just to talk about Ivey, let's hop into Outlier and kind of go over some of the numbers that we have here. So there it is, 2024. And as you scroll down, you can see he's over this in 4 straight. The opening night was just kind of a weird game for him. Cade Cunningham just took over, but he is now one of the main scorers. Over in 4 straight, he's made 8 three balls in the last 2 games. So we can scroll down here on Outlier. It's the great thing about it. You can click on 3 points right there and you get field goal or 3-point attempts. By the way, they also show minutes and fouls right next to 3 points. It's pretty cool. But anyways, 3-point attempts, you can see he's been taking a ton. How about 9 and 7 the last 2 games? And even the 2 before that, 5 and 5. I mean, guys, in this matchup, I am expecting 6 or 7 plus threes. I'd say 6 plus is a decent floor, maybe 5, I guess. But even if he shoots 5, again, we just need to make 2 of 5. But 6 plus, I think we got a good shot here, especially if they're really good looks. But if he's going to take 7, 8, 9 like he's been taking lately, especially in this matchup, I like it. And speaking of the matchup, as you can see over there, the New York Knicks versus the shooting guard position, 27th in allowing made three-pointers as shooting guard position, just like we talked about with Tyler Hero. This is just what they do. They allow a lot of three-pointers. And speaking of that, the Knicks allow the 4th most three-point attempts in the NBA, 41.8 per game. It is absolutely insane. So I love the matchup here. But overall, we're just getting playable odds for a guy to make 2 threes. That's it. He's averaging 6.5 threes attempted the last 4 games. We just need 2 made ones. He's shooting the ball over 40% right now. He's really hot. Hopefully he can keep that going. But again, he could just go 2 for 6 and we cash this. So give me Jaden Ivey over 1.5 threes as my second best bet. All right, before we get to this final best bet, we got to tell you about this promo with Bet365. Bet $5, get $200 in bonus bets. This is an incredible deal. If you are in one of the legal states for Bet365, you have no reason to not go sign up right now. You bet $5. All you got to do is click the link below, sign up, deposit at least $10, and then just bet $5 on whatever it is you want. win or lose, you get this money and it is instant in bonus bets. So go check it out. Like I always say, the more sports books you have, the better. Gives you much more value, better odds. You can kind of shop around and all that kind of stuff. So go check it out with Bet365 using the link below. And of course, you must be 21 years or older to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, back to the bets. All right, this third and final bet for the video. Again, added plays will be coming. Be sure to check the pinned comments. We're heading out to the Pacific Northwest where the Blazers host the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's right, the Thunder, minus 11.5, total 220. I'm going to be honest, I wasn't planning on having two spread picks, but I have them. I know this line is big, but give me the Thunder, minus 11.5, minus 108 on DraftKings for a half unit as my voice goes in and out. It is late, but either way. Yes, I know 11.5 is a lot. I'm not usually someone to take this kind of a line, but I think it should be like 14 or 15, honestly. The Thunder this year have the #1 defensive rating. They have held all four teams to 104 or less points, held three of the four teams to 95 or less points, which is crazy. Blazers team total under 104.5 was also a possibility for me, but you know, this Thunder team is loaded with athleticism, loaded with on ball defenders. All four of their wins so far this year. How about being by 12 plus points? That's right. They've covered this spread already in all four games. They beat the Nuggets by 15, the Bulls by 19, the Hawks by 24, and then somehow only beat the Spurs by 12. But this is a great matchup versus the Blazers team. They're going to rely on Anthony Simons hitting some outside shots. The Thunder, if you don't know, have some guys who can slow guards down. That's right. You got Caruso coming off the bench. You got Lou Dort. You got a whole bunch of guys that know how to slow guys like him down. And if he doesn't score or if he goes cold or anything, taking tough shots, it's going to be hard for the Blazers to compete in this one. So here's the crazy part. SGA, he hasn't even been playing that well offensively. Honestly, he's shooting 27% from three-point range. 42.7% is his field goal percentage. It was over 53% last year. If he gets going in this game, I mean, they're going to really cruise, I think. They're crushing teams without SGA even playing that great. He's doing fine, just not that SGA level. But Blazers are a team that turn the ball over a lot. Seventh most turnovers in the league. That's 17 per game. And the Thunder have the sixth highest percentage of their points off turnovers. They want to get the ball and they want to run. They also have the seventh most fast break points. I think the Thunder get some really easy buckets here, whether it's in transition, off turnovers. And then the Blazers this season, they already have two bad losses. They've already lost by 36 to the Warriors, 13 to the Kings. They did have a nice win against the Clippers, beating them by 1 point. They had to shoot 42% from deep just to squeak out a 1 point win when they're usually only right around 30%, 31, 32% from deep as a team. This Thunder team, in my opinion, is just light years ahead of this Blazers team. I know 11.5 is huge. I'm not going to sit here and say it's not. But again, they've already done it 4 times. This team is locked down on defense. They score quickly. They score in bunches on offense. They have guys all over the court. It could be Chet taking over. It could be Jalen Williams, SGA. There's just so many guys on this team that can score. They have the better second unit, obviously, as well. I think the Thunder cruise to a win. I'm going to say 15 plus points they win by in this game, but I just need a 12-point win. So give me the Thunder minus 11.5 as my third and final best bet. And before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. All right, there it is. T-Wolves -4 for a half unit. Then give me Jaden Ivey over 1.5 threes, -120 for a half unit. And then give me the Thunder to absolutely boat race Portland, -11.5, -108 on DraftKings for a half unit. Added plays will be coming, more than likely some player props. I know we only got one in this video, but, you know, I found two spreads that I love, so I had to go with it. But that's what we got. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button. It really helps this channel grow. And also be sure to stay tuned for that Friday morning video coming out for the NFL Week 9 best bets and then player props later coming out on Friday night. So thanks a lot. I appreciate the support. Hope everyone has a great Friday, and we'll talk to you soon.